Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Self-Made. I'm Colt Joseph. In this video, we're going to be talking about XRP and some of the interesting news that just came out. Let's look at it. So this is the news that's going around Twitter right now. The U.S. Federal Reserve has proposed taking ownership of XRP and the Ripple network and blocking retail purchases of XRP as an alternative to the existing financial system rather than creating a cryptocurrency. They can't necessarily just take ownership over XRP. It's a decentralized network. They can't own it. They can't just go in and take my XRP coins out of my wallet back. Okay, so they're going to have to do buybacks, essentially. This is me totally just guessing at this point. But they totally can buy Ripple. They totally can buy the Ripple network, and they totally can block retail purchases, at least in the United States. So this is just massive, okay? I don't know how to feel about this. I'm not even 100% sure what this means in the long term. Let's see if we can find anything else out about it. I just saw this like just now, so it's kind of like my live reaction to all this. XRP and XLM are the ones I'm kind of worried about right here. Our approach to transparency, risk management, and consumer protection. This is Coinbase Wallet, by the way. As of December 5th, 2022, Coinbase Wallet will no longer be supporting the following assets and networks due to low usage: XLM and XRP. Those are two of the ISO coins. Why in the hell would they not be supporting it anymore? I have a lot of questions. They literally said due to low usage. XRP is like one of the most popular coins there is. I mean, maybe in day-to-day transactions, maybe, but I mean, it's still like one of the top, it's in the top 10 cryptocurrencies. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, we look here at CoinMarketCap, and XRP is number 7 on the cryptocurrencies list. So low usage, I don't know, that just doesn't add up. Sorry, Coinbase, but XRP is one of the most popular assets. It's atomic. Now, that I believe. And then they realize it takes 10 XRP minimum to open a wallet. If you didn't know that, you do have to hold 10 XRP in that wallet at all times. Banks all over are placing restrictions of around 3K on crypto purchases. Now imagine XRP hitting that 1K value per coin. Looks like people can only buy 3 to 4 XRP maximum. You see how this is going to go? This is getting wild, okay? XRP and 10 XRP are trending right now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and watch this video together real quick.
That's what the world needs. The major currencies are moving to ISO. There is no choice. So that boat has already left. Right? It's left. We cannot go back, because as the major clearing currencies move to this rich data, anything is going to follow on that front. So let me illustrate how difficult it actually can be to be instant and frictionless by showing you a picture. This is illustrative, right? You will see a chain of banks that are processing a transaction cross-border. Usually the transaction is initiated by a customer somehow. It hits either PSPs or a financial institution. It is usually processed in one country or one jurisdiction. And then it needs to cross over that little bar there, cross the borders, and to go to another jurisdiction. And you have important roles to play that the intermediaries play. The intermediary banks that hold liquidity, this is the biggest asset of the economy. They are key to make sure that transactions flow in between. Now, those could be done by PSPs that hold account in several jurisdictions, or banks that hold account in several jurisdictions. We see a future whereby those ecosystems are going to hit RTGS, ACH, instant payment systems, that's what IPS is for, CBDCs, tokenized ecosystem, digital currencies, digital wallets, right? And the way either you build a different system along the chain for each, or you try to be smart about it and you say, okay, how do I make sure that we are interoperable? And on the top, it's a linear chain. On the bottom is some of the experiments that are happening, where, for example, a lot of market infrastructures are experimenting. How do they interlink? So, for example, the Bank of Israel recently launched an experiment where they interlinked with, I believe, Sweden, Norway, to issue CBDCs cross-border. These are schemes that can work as well, right? They can interconnect directly the liquidity between the two countries. But regardless of the model, you're going to need to adapt to all of those about migrating cross-border payments to ISO 20022. The first one is when you look at a map like this, you see many countries that are migrating their RTGS systems to ISO 20022. And when you talk about global trade, I was exchanging with a few, what we see in mature economies, about 30% of payments that are cleared via an RTGS system, like the one that you're modernizing, actually have a leg that starts cross-border. Right? because that's the way that global trade is facilitated. You serve your corporate customers, they end up wanting to pay their suppliers from other parts of the world, and these needs to reach those banks that are actually banking the suppliers. They do this for the vast majority via RTGS systems, but this is going to change. We saw on the slides of Odette before, instant payment systems, we see wallet systems. So increasingly, you have to be ready for transaction cross-border to flow through these different ecosystems. But the RTGS systems are migrating. When you do your calculation, all the next generation instant payment systems, they're based on ISO 20022. Even those CBDC experiments, by the way, when they interlink, they use ISO 20022. Our computation says that by 2025, 85% of the value exchange cross-border will have originated from 20022. So there is no choice but upgrade the cross-border. Because if not, how do you ensure that a transaction that originates in rich data can actually make it all the way to the destination country without data truncation? Yes, you can make it happen, but you will have data truncation. And that is one area where, for compliance reasons, we cannot afford it.
So, as you can see right there, this is happening, okay? XRP is going to be the bank-to-bank transfer network. It is going to move the money. It's going to play such a big part. And, I mean, it looks like the Federal Reserve is attempting to not allow, retail investors to purchase it anymore. I don't know how that's going to go due to the fact it's a decentralized coin. You can get it on exchanges and buy it off decentralized wallets and all kinds of... we'll see how that plays out, I guess. Just in, the Federal Reserve Bank will no longer allow retail purchases of XRP. The Federal Reserve continued to inflate the global money supply by sending another $50 billion to Ukraine over a war that we never voted for, while Americans can't make ends meet. The goal is to inflate global debt until the system collapses. Be ready, XRP, XLM. Conveniently, those are the two that just got taken off Coinbase wallet. Very weird how this is all playing out, isn't it? Who buys XRP from the Federal Reserve anyways? Good point. And another good point, did the Federal Reserve ever even sell XRP? Like, what? So we have the Federal Reserve saying all that, but breaking. The Bank of London says banks need to be ready for clearing 2.0, embracing global networks such as Ripple and XRP. Yeah, so this is the news all around Twitter right now. I just want to make a quick video about it, let you guys know. I'm going to do some more research into it, find out a little bit more information, see if it's how valid all this is, and what are the consequences or outcomes of the Federal Reserve attempting to do something like this. Can they even do this? XRP's decentralized. Ripple's not, but XRP is. So I don't think they can even really do that. They can stop exchanges within the United States being able to sell it, retail investors being able to buy it through those avenues, but any decentralized method of acquiring XRP, which is the only way you can even really acquire it in the United States right now, due to the SEC case, like KuCoin or decentralized wallets, you can buy them. There's ways of acquiring them. They're not going to be able to stop, like, say, me from buying more of them that way, right? I don't know. I've got a lot of questions. I'm intrigued. I just wanted to make a video about this, bring some awareness to it, and start a conversation down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you guys think about this whole scenario. Like, what is the Federal Reserve doing? If you have any more insight on this, or you have some, if you read something somewhere, link it down in the description, or just talk about it. Let's have a discussion. I love to read you guys' comments. Subscribe to not miss any of my future videos. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm Colt Joseph. Peace.